If you're about to buy an iPad right now, you need to return it immediately. Seriously, drop whatever you are doing and take it back. Because the top-tier supply chain leakers just blew the lid off Cupertino's most guarded secret for the next year. And it proves we have all been looking at the Apple ecosystem completely backwards. Everyone has been so distracted by the massive, wildly expensive iPad Pros that we completely missed what Apple is doing behind closed doors with the iPad Mini 8. We're not talking about a lazy processor bump here. We're talking about a completely unhinged, ultra-premium redesign that cannibalizes the iPad Air and finally answers the most searched question on the internet. Should you wait for the iPad Mini 8? The answer is a massive yes. Let me break down exactly why this thing is going to break the internet, starting with the biggest leak of the week. Ross Young and the supply chain insiders over at the LEC just confirmed that Cupertino is actively securing massive orders for 8.7-inch OLED panels. Wait, really? Yes, 8.7 inches. If you know your Apple history, the current Mini sits at 8.3 inches. How are they doing this without making the actual device bigger and ruining the portability? By finally nuking those massive, embarrassing bezels. The new iPad Mini OLED redesign is going to feature an edge-to-edge organic light emitting diode screen that literally bleeds into a brand new titanium or ultralight aluminum frame. And because it is OLED, you're getting those infinite inky blacks and aggressive color pops that make watching movies in bed or editing photos on the go actually incredible. But here is the skeptical part. Are they giving us promotion? Some sources are whispering about a 120 Hz refresh rate, but knowing the Apple tax and how Tim Cook loves to gatekeep the smoothest scrolling for the Pro lineup, honestly, I will believe it when I see it. Even at a rock-solid 60 Hz, the jump from a cheap LCD to a premium OLED panel on the best small tablet of 2026 is going to be visually stunning. But a pretty screen means absolutely nothing if the tablet chokes the second you open a heavy application. This brings us to the new iPad Mini Leaks 2026 that completely blindsided me. Ming-Chi Kuo and Mark Gurman have both hinted heavily at the insane processing power, and the consensus is terrifying for the competition. Apple is reportedly dropping an A18 Pro or even a highly binned A19 chip built on the bleeding-edge TSMC 3nm yield straight into this tiny chassis. Why would they put flagship silicon into a mini tablet? 3 words. Apple Intelligence on iPad Mini. The engineers at Apple know that flawless on-device AI requires a massive amount of unified memory and pure neural engine processing power. We're talking a baseline of 8 GB of RAM, completely eliminating the sluggish multitasking issues of the past. Imagine holding a device the size of a notepad that can instantly generate images, process complex local voice transcription, and rewrite your emails without ever pinging a cloud server or thermal throttling in your hands. This completely changes the iPad Mini versus iPad Air debate. Why buy the clunky Air when the Mini gives you the exact same AI capabilities in a footprint you can actually fit in your jacket? And let us talk about the gaming and creative potential, because the Apple ecosystem is about to get a massive shakeup. With that A-Series Pro chip, this little slab is going to run AAA console titles like Resident Evil and Death Stranding natively. We are looking at a device that instantly rivals dedicated handhelds, giving you massive mobile gaming performance without burning up your battery in 20 minutes. Add in the rumors from Mac Otakara about full Apple Pencil Pro support, and things get really interesting. Imagine getting the haptic feedback, barrel roll, and squeeze gestures of the ultra-premium pencil on a display that you can hold perfectly in one hand. It turns the iPad Mini 8 into the ultimate digital sketchbook. Now, let us talk about the hardware secrets that Shrimp Apple Pro recently dug up, because this is where the daily driver experience gets wild. We are hearing strong rumors about Apple bringing a modified MagSafe connection to the back of the iPad Mini. I know that sounds like a crazy concept for a tablet, but think about it. Snapping this onto a floating magnetic charging stand on your desk, or slapping a high-capacity MagSafe battery pack on to the back while you're traveling on a long flight. It makes perfect sense for a device built entirely around extreme portability. And what about security? The current power button Touch ID is fine, But if Apple is pushing this into the ultra-premium tier, we might finally see Face ID seamlessly integrated into the horizontal bezel. That makes unlocking the device instantly effortless whether you are reading in portrait mode or gaming in landscape. So, the massive elephant in the room. What is the iPad Mini 8 price going to be? And what is the exact iPad Mini 8 release date? Look, transitioning to advanced OLED technology and throwing in pro-level silicon is never cheap. The current model starts at $499, but insiders are warning us to brace for a significant price hike. I am fully expecting this to start at $599 or even $649. Is that expensive? Yes. Is it worth it for the ultimate portable powerhouse? Probably. As for the timeline, DG Times reports are pointing aggressively towards a late spring or early fall drop. That means if you buy an aging iPad right now, you are literally throwing your money away right before the biggest hardware revolution this product line has ever seen. The era of the forgotten small tablet is officially dead. Apple is turning the Mini into a tiny monster, and honestly, I am completely here for it. Let me know down in the comments if the OLED screen alone is enough to make you upgrade, or if Apple has officially priced you out of the market.